Hi, everybody. It always says I'm live, and I'm not really sure if they're telling me the truth. Today is Courage to Change. It's June 26th, Courage to Change. And let's go ahead and do this. Forgiveness can be just a change of attitude. I came to Al-Anon full of bitterness toward the alcoholic in my life. When I realized that my bitterness hurt me more than anyone else, I began to search for another way to view my situation. In time, I came to believe that my alcoholic loved one might be the messenger my higher power used to let me know that I needed to get help. It is not fair to shackle her with credit or blame for the amount of time it took for me to pay attention to that message. I chose to tolerate a great deal of unacceptable behavior because I was unwilling to admit that I needed help. I did the best I could with the tools and knowledge I had in hand. And I believe that she did too. Eventually, the message got through. I made it to the rooms of Al-Anon, and my life changed in miraculous ways. I don't deny that hurtful things were said and done along the way, but I refuse to carry the burden of bitterness any further. Instead, I am grateful for what I have learned. I will not allow old resentments to drag me down any longer. I am building a better and more loving life today. Well, I like that. To me, it reminds me of kind of it is what it is. I mean, we're all in this game of life together, right? And we're doing the best we can with what we've got. And I really like that, that the writer came to believe that this alcoholic came to teach him a lesson, right? And what a great outlook. I love that part where it says, I began to search for another way to view my situation. That, my friends, is a shift of perception. And that's what I talk about all the time. And that's what it really is about, is how can I look at this differently? Instead of this is happening to me, he says right here that he's gained all this experience. I am grateful for what I've learned. Experience is priceless, right? So we go through what we go through and we learn what we need to learn, and then we help others with it. And sometimes things are said and things happen, and you have to understand we're all doing the best we can on this planet, and some people are sicker than others. And I have seen all sorts of situations where the alcoholic has gotten well and the codependent got sicker, actually, because the alcoholic got well. I've seen it go the other direction, right? So all of these things are like, what can I do? The courage to change the things I can is me and my outlook and the way I react to life. That's what I can change. What I can't change, other people's reactions, other people's responses. I don't cause problems, and I don't change and correct problems. For other people, I can with myself, with help of a higher power. And for some people, that might just be Al-Anon, because what happens is we get locked and loaded in the way we're thinking. We can only think one certain way. That's it. We see it this way. And I see this, I was thinking about this today. I want to talk about this a little bit. I was thinking about this today for myself. And then, and of course, others, is what made me think that I could change someone else? What made me think that would work? Now, on the other side, on the back side of it, after some Al-Anon and after learning, I can see very clearly I'm powerless over doing anything like that. But what made me think in the first place that I had the power to change someone, right? Or change their consequences, the outcome of their life? It would be like somebody planting a rose seed and me deciding that, I'm not sure what kind of seed that is they just planted there, but I'm going to decide that it's a tulip. This is what it is. It's a tulip. And I can believe that, and I can wish it, and I can try to manifest that all I want. I can pray about it. But if the good Lord's intention, if the universe's intention was that seed be a rose seed, it's going to bloom a rose. So, I just kind of have to think about that, in my own life with people in my life. And I have to leave people alone. And I have to forgive. And I have to forgive myself because I didn't know this sooner. I have to forgive myself for all the things I did say that I wish I didn't. The response I have right now with most of the people in my life is, what do you want to do? Especially kids. If they call and say, well, I want to do this. And I said, well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you want to do? They really don't want me to tell them. They just want to talk out loud and hear it and work it out themselves. Right. And if I have the experience, I'll say, in my experience, this is what happened to me, But otherwise, I just pretty much ask people, what do you want to do? What do you think? And wait and listen. And it's quite extraordinary what you will hear. People pretty much have the answers inside of them. They're just so afraid of them. Even you. Should I leave my husband? Should I leave my wife? I don't know. What do you think? And usually they'll come around to saying, no, I don't want to. I want to stay with him. I want to work it out. See what I mean? So I think we all do the best with what we can do at the moment. I think if we could do better, we would have. There's not a lot of really bad-willed people out there. I think there's sick people. There are some bad-willed people, but probably not in your life, or you would have already gotten rid of them. So forgiveness is a big, big key here. And not just forgiving the other person, but forgiving yourself for not knowing. I beat myself up for a long time, like, oh my God, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I wouldn't have said that. I didn't know. I thought I was helping. No wonder they're mad. No wonder they're upset with me. Right. But I did the best I could at the time. And I think that's what this program's about. And I've got a lot of experience now that I can share with other people, which is invaluable. So thank you very much. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.